Hello guys, welcome back to the channel guys. We're gonna get to the Nvidia news in a while, and we're gonna share a little clip of what Jim Cramer has to say guys. So if you're joining us here, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And you could, the link is in our Patreon if you want to see the full video and everything that the investment club share with Jim Cramer. But right now guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play a clip of them talking about Nvidia, because everybody is making money off from Nvidia, and I'll definitely be streaming the Nvidia stock all night long. But let me go take a look at what they got to say about Nvidia.
Time frames, own it, don't trade it. Nvidia. And Jeff, I think why it's ripping is because we no longer have to do a multi-quarter thing. We're really talking about a multi-year. And a multi-year is highly unusual in tech. Usually tech's quarter to quarter. That seems to be over when it comes to Nvidia.
Sure, and that was one of the concerns heading into the quarter, that perhaps there'd be some type of air pocket of spending from the major cloud service providers, the Microsofts, Amazons, Meta, Alphabets of the world. But there doesn't seem to be an indication that that will happen. The quarter itself, strong, revenues up 265%. They beat estimates by 1.5 billion, which, you know, we almost kind of shrug off because it is Nvidia. They have been doing this, but that is such a large number. Big gross margins beat, EPS 516 versus 464 expected. Mentioned the cloud service providers, but it's also sovereign nations buying the GPUs as well. China only mid-single digit though. Not much of a concern. They will have some type of new chip for China, but it will take some time. Software revenues at $1 billion run rate. Here's a big thing: inference, 40% of revenues. Many believe that provides visibility for 25, for 26, because you know, there was a perception that they were more of a leader in training, maybe more competitive on the share side.
Inference being when you go to Instagram and they show you the right ads.
So recommendations, right? Inference, think of it as making predictions from the data. But the sign that they're still getting a large percentage of revenue from inference is giving some visibility into future
I have
years.
my own sources within the company who came back and when I was worried about saturation and said very specifically, there are major companies and verticals that have not even looked at or considered the H100. And that means that they are scratching the surface. There are a lot of smart American companies that are in there. That's one of the reasons why they want sovereign, because a lot of countries are afraid they'll be importing our culture. They don't want to do that.
Right.
But there is something to be said for every single industry, which is why Jensen's calling it the new industrial revolution.
Yeah.
Everyone has to rip out their traditional general computing, which is based on mostly Intel, and put theirs in, because it's 20 times faster and it doesn't burn as hot.
Yeah, I thought that was a really interesting point on the call. He was basically saying the CPU market running out of steam. Yeah. He's saying look no further than the cloud service providers extending the depreciation of their data centers from 4 to 6 years. There's just no reason to update to new CPUs. We saw that from Amazon's last quarter as part of the operating income guidance. One of the reasons why it was higher than expected was because of this extended useful life. But, you know, at the same time, he's talking about the next $1 trillion of infrastructure for these AI generation factories. It's generative AI. That's what kicked off this new investment cycle.
Well, what's incredible is that the far-reaching ripples, whether they be with United Rentals or Eaton or with Caterpillar, because you have to have many more data centers, whether it be with ServiceNow, because they correctly integrated to be able to have, that's generative AI, to be able to get rid of workflow problems that just keep popping up. They know how to deal with them because it learns.
Yeah.
So you have individual companies that are mentioned for prominent uses. I thought that one of the most important moments was a couple of healthcare companies that they mentioned. I pushed back on healthcare. I said, well, where's Merck and Pfizer? And the company said, are you kidding me? I mean, it's about new companies. The Merck and Pfizers will come later. Very interesting.
Yeah, but you do mention that.
All right, guys, let's come back here, guys. Hopefully you're enjoying the meeting, guys. If you want to see this meeting in its entirety, you could actually go to the CNBC Investment Club. I'm not sure what the yearly or monthly payment is, or you could just join me on Patreon, guys. I have a free trial and I'll definitely share those things to you. But anyway, guys, hope you made a lot of money on Nvidia. I just wanted to share that little bit Nvidia news with you guys, and I'll see you next time. Please don't forget to comment and subscribe to the channel.